Now, after winning their 8th consecutive Big 12 Conference regular season championship, they are appearing in their 14th Final Four. Here are the Kansas Jayhawks.
Hey, you!
Oh,
let's go.
Taylor scores. Fires.
Thomas Robinson. Kansas holds on.
Nice. Jams it down.
Kansas.
Starting tonight for the Kansas Jayhawks. At forward, a junior from Washington, D.C., number 0, Thomas Robinson. At center, a junior from San Diego, California, number 5, Jeff Withey. At guard, a senior from Hoboken, New Jersey, number 10, Tyshawn Taylor. At guard, a junior from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 15, Elijah Johnson. And at guard, a junior from Kansas City, Missouri, number 24, Travis Relaford.
Will be something to watch, and perhaps will be the bellwether for who wins this game.
Well, it'll certainly be worthy of an isolated camera. So too will the Sullinger matchup. Kansas does a good job of double teaming the post. It'll be interesting to see if they get it out of Sullinger's hands by trying to employ that defensive tactic.
And Withey able to tap it back to Taylor to get things started. Jamie Lucky, Tom Eads, and Patrick Adams draw the assignment to officiate this game. Down low they go to Robinson.
No double team on that particular catch.
Thomas trying to defend them, and the jumper perfect for Robinson to open it.
You see Sullinger and Robinson to keep its two big players, Withey and Robinson, on the floor tonight.
That's Sullinger taking Withey to the paint, and he blocks the first shot. Sullinger thought there was
on the floor.
Well, that to be determined, and this guy can get to the rim, but he overshoots it. Tyshawn Taylor.
Withey with the steal and the jam, and Robinson is ready to check back into the Jayhawks lineup.
And I think you see that rhythm and that pace that they've been playing with. Kansas, other than the Carolina game, has really struggled to score the ball.
That one circles the rim and drops for Relaford. D-hand blocked by Thompson. Taylor will drive it in and gets the two-point shot. Thought about the 3, but then went for the 2.
Looked like Ohio State
now on Buford. So Thompson takes his spot on the floor. Here is Taylor. That was a tough shot. And Taylor has now hit his last 2.
Well, Jim, he's capable of making tough shots. He gets good elevator 15 in the tournament coming into tonight's game. You see the shooting percentage for Kansas in the first half. Again, North Carolina, the exception to dismal first half field goal shooting.
Got it in over the top, and Robinson's back on the board. Second made field goal after opening.
Robinson, as he catches the ball, making things very difficult for him.
Second foul.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Yep, second foul on Thompson. Need to make note of that as Robinson scores off the glass.
Oh, that last one right there, you can see the kind of problems he can cause for the Jayhawks.
Nice turnaround shot, and Robinson now starting to get going here. He's got 8. Taking on Taylor, driving in, and caught underneath. Midcourt with 2 seconds. Taylor inside. Relaford in time. What a boost going to the locker room. Oh, they made it by a fraction.
Kraft went a little early on that drive, and that allowed Kansas just enough time. Look at the block from Withey. Great defense there, maintaining his ground. And then let's watch this. Does he get it off in time? Relaford really extending. And that is close, but it looks like it counts.
Yeah, maybe a tenth, maybe 2/10. And they pull it off, yes.
That was an excellent block, as you said, Steve, by Whitby. Thad might have thought Kraft had gotten fouled, but off that replay, it was a clearly a good block, and just by a whisker and a big basket.
Let's go over to Tracy.
That's exactly what happened on that one.
Sullinger, and then somehow in the arms of Thomas. Sullinger back him in, and what a block by Whitby. His best play of the night. His second block, and here comes Johnson driving in for 2.
Poor transition defense that time as nobody for Ohio State stopped the ball.
Tyshawn Taylor's mother, Janelle, celebrating as the Jayhawks are trying to crawl back into this one. Sullinger trying again, and he's blocked again. Withy trying to stay there. Denies again. Behind the back save to Kraft, to Thomas, and a charge on Thomas. And that's his third.
I tell you what, this possession looked disjointed from the start. There you see the tail end of it. Deshaun Thomas clearly pushing off with the right hand, and Thomas
with his first miss. Ravenel defending. Robinson tapped up Withy. Relaford.
Well, the Jayhawks starting to come alive in the areas that Bill Self talked about at halftime. Getting the 50-50 balls.
Relaford slashing to the basket from Johnson. There's a different energy level, no doubt about it. And the Superdome has come back to life. Timeout, Ohio State. Kraft inside Sullinger. Flip shot short.
Ohio State really misses the presence of Deshaun Thomas as a guy who's a perimeter shooter. Ravenel is a role player.
And Robinson makes it a three-point game.
And without really having played much at all in this tournament, and made several big plays to keep Ohio State above water.
Well, it gives him a shot blocking presence to help out Sullinger defending Robinson.
That is Elijah Johnson hitting the three-point jumper.
Now Kansas has to come down and get a good shot.
Got to get the ball inside to Robinson. Get the ball swung. Get it moving.
Taylor waits, and he is able.
Stay without him being able to get back in the game.
Kraft, no, and tapped out. Lead changes in the last minute.
Kansas switching the crosses on the perimeter. Relaford matched up with Kraft.
Buford blocked by Withy. Johnson, no one cuts it off. Banks it in. Down 3.
Need to attack quickly. It doesn't have to be a three-point shot.
Here is Thomas. Thomas for the tie. The shot, no. And it's off the foot of Withy, who tries to save it. Back to Ohio State. Thomas again. Put back by Buford with authority.
Get it to Johnson or Taylor.
Yep.
They've got it in the hands of Taylor, and he's bumped right away by Smith. Only took 1.3 seconds. And it's a double bonus at the other end. 2 free throws. So Taylor, who has struggled mightily shooting in domes, shooting from 3. He will have 2 free throws. The senior from Hoboken, New Jersey.
8 for 13 in the NCAA tournament. But the senior, you mentioned it, Jim, the experience, I think he's the one you want on the line if you're Bill Self. And if you're Ohio State, again, you've got to play made or miss. You've got to push the ball and make your decision accordingly. Time and score. 2 shots for the 3rd team All-America.
Now, if he makes this one and it's a 3-point lead, 8.3 seconds, Still too much time to foul. I'm a big proponent of fouling 6 seconds or less with a 3-point lead. Beyond that, you've got to put pressure on the inbounder and try to force a tough shot.
And again, Ohio State, no timeouts. They have to react immediately.
I would foul as they cross half court before they get there. Before they get into that shooting area, I think you foul.
But that would be probably within, that would be under 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Kevin Young comes in for Kansas. Stolen by Taylor. Stole the inbounds pass, but then throws it away, and Bill Self can't believe it.
Wow. Wow.
Stole it. The game was almost over.
It would have been over. All you do is take care of the ball and see if somebody fouls you. He thought he had a layup and then threw it behind, but you don't even need to make that pass. Now you foul. Now you definitely foul.
Hey, Kraft tried to launch it like it was a shot, and it goes off the shot clock. It'll be a 1-and-1. That's the 7th team foul on Kansas.
So Kraft will try to make the first and miss the second. Bill Self brings Withy into the game for rebounding purposes. And it's not easy, first of all, to make the first one.
That's right.
But it's also not easy to miss the second one.
In a way where it can stay alive.
Exactly.
You got a chance to get an offensive rebound. But the first thing is knock down the first shot.
Yes.
Because you won't get a second one if you don't.
Just 2.9 seconds to go. Ohio State's hit its last 12 free throws. Got that one.
And the reason a lot of teams don't foul in this situation is because a long rebound could lead to a three-pointer and a game-winning shot.
Well, here we go, guys. It's all coming down to this. Kraft. They're going to say he left too soon. A lane violation on the shooter. Boy, he fired it up and took off.
Yeah.
Here's the inbounds pass in Kansas. Uncontested. They pull off the comeback, and the Jayhawks are moving on to Monday night. Sullinger in shock at midcourt.
I don't even think Ohio State was ready for the inbound.
They were in disarray. They were all arguing with the official. Kraft was staring at the official just like he is there. Take a look at the free throw again. He throws it up there and clearly crosses the line. I think it's a good call from the official. And then in the ensuing chaos, Kansas just inbounded and ran the clock out.
Yeah, Ohio State wasn't ready for the ball to be inbounded.
They were not. They were still, as Steve just said, they were locked into what had happened on the prior call. The official put the ball in the hands of the Jayhawk inbounder, and that ended it.
A Kansas team that came back from 10 down against Purdue to make the Sweet 16 comes back from 13 to make the championship game matchup.
Kraft was clearly moving before the ball hit the rim.
And then again, Ohio State was still looking around about that call, and they just had the inbound. No one near him, no foul, game over.
How about the resilience of this Kansas squad? They looked dead in the water in the first half, down 13, but they came back with their defense.
Kansas and Kentucky met back on November 15th at Madison Square Garden. Game 2 of the year for each team, and now they'll meet in the final game of the season. Kentucky and Kansas will collide Monday night for the national championship. We'll be back to New Orleans in a moment.